Good evening. I bid you welcome to Gabriel Knight, The Beast Within. Last time on Gabriel Knight, The Beast Within, Gabriel was locked inside a dungeon underground in the town of Rittersburg. Grace Nakamura, in the meantime, was doing some investigating and visited a cool shrine where she laid out a gold heart thing for the friendly spirit that lived there. And in doing so, she was able to find all the missing pieces to Wagner's Lost Opera. And so, 2 months later, this opera was about to be performed. And who should be coming to this opera but von Glauer, the man who had bitten Gabriel in the first place, dooming him to werewolfery. And so, what is our mission tonight, you may ask? Our mission, I might guess, is to kill von Glauer, so that we may liberate Gabriel from a horrible life of growing fur and killing people. So here we are at the Royal Opera House, or whatever it is. It's here in Germany. Cool. So let's take a look. Glasses are a little dirty. I think she just picked up a program, though I can't see very well. So I'm playing as Grace Nakamura, in case you didn't notice. Wagner der Fluch der Engelhart.
The Curse of Engelhart by Richard Wagner. Act 1. Many years ago in a small German village
Buckle
there
in,
lived
folks.
a young man named Engelhart. Engelhart was a lowly blacksmith's apprentice. He was fair-faced, but by nature gentle and shy. Being orphaned, and having lived with a blacksmith in virtual slavery since his parents died, Engelhart had nothing in the world to claim as his own. Nothing, that is, but an amazing talent. For 10 years, the beautiful and much desired wares that had passed for the blacksmith's own had actually been produced by Engelhart. The blacksmith, a greedy and vain man, was determined to keep this a secret. He forbade Engelhart to ever work the metal in front of another soul, on pain of death. But the blacksmith's ingratitude went further still. He was so plagued with envy of Engelhart's talents that he treated Engelhart like a lazy and worthless dog.
Yeah.
The other villagers, assuming that the blacksmith's behavior toward Engelhart must be deserved, followed suit. Now in the same town there lived a rich baron. The baron maintained a patronly and righteous face with the villagers, but it was rumored that he was actually unspeakably cruel and wicked. There was also a young maiden, Hildegunde, who was lovely and good-hearted. Hildegunde was the only one who took pity on Engelhart and was kind to him. Engelhart loved Hildegunde madly, but was too shy and too penniless to even speak of it. In the first act, we learn that Hildegunde's parents, blinded by the prospective fortune, have betrothed her to the Baron. When Hildegunde learns of this, she is terrified and protests that the Baron is reputed to be evil, but her parents brush this off as jealous rumors and demand her obedience. Poor Hildegunde is too good to defy her parents' wishes, and so she reluctantly agrees. The Baron, with great public ceremony, sends Hildegunde a betrothal gift of a silver jewelry box.
See, the guy's sending you a silver jewelry box. Trust he knows what he's doing.
Hildegunde, overcome by her fear and anger at the betrothal, casts the jewelry box into the fire. She is immediately remorseful and pulls it out, but it is too late. The delicate silver has been badly marred. Hildegunde fears for her life when she sees the damage. She is afraid the blacksmith would report the damage to the Baron, so she approaches Engelhart and begs him to help her. Engelhart thinks of his master's warning, but determines to disregard it for Hildegunde's sake. He melts down the silver and constructs another box even more beautiful than the first. When Hildegunde sees his great artistic skill, she falls in love with him. The two
Those
come
hands that
together
can
in an
melt
aria
silver
of love,
can also melt my
but their
heart.
bliss is momentary. What about the betrothal? The young couple, knowing the Baron will never relinquish his claim, decide to run away.
Elope, will they? We'll see about that.
Act 2. The Baron learns of Hildegunda and Ingolhardt's disappearance. He is so furious that he hires hunters to track the pair down. Hildegunda and Ingolhardt are found and arrested. In a public trial,
How dare you try to
Hildegunda
elope.
pleads their case in a stirring aria. She tells the townspeople of Ingolhardt's great skill and his mistreatment by the blacksmith. She tells them Ingolhardt is good and kind. The blacksmith should be turned out for his evils and Ingolhardt given the shop. Then she and Ingolhardt could marry and live in peace with their neighbors. Her parents chose a groom for her, but she begs to be allowed her own choice.
Reasonable.
It is then the Baron's turn to speak. He declares that he has been terribly injured, a victim of a wayward girl. His marriage claim was first. There can be no other. He implies that if the villagers do not help him make it right, he will remove his aid from the village coffers. Then the Baron turns to Ingolhardt.
Ah.
By the rights of the injured, the Baron announces he is empowered to set a curse. The Baron curses Ingolhardt with a terrible and ancient malady, that whenever the moon shines in the night, Ingolhardt will become a marauding wolf. The village is terrified of wolves and has been plagued for many years by a local renegade wolf which has taken the lives of many children.
Renegade wolves,
The Baron
huh?
further declares that because he is merciful, he will still marry Hildegunda, but not until she renounces Ingolhardt with her own words. Until she does, he will keep her safe from further shame by locking her up in a small room at the top of his house.
It's
The
very
villagers
thoughtful of him.
naturally side with the Baron. Hildegunda goes to her prison, and Ingolhardt does indeed become a wolf at night. At first, Ingolhardt is hated and feared by the villagers. They make the sign of the evil eye at him and will not tolerate his presence in town. But soon, rumors start to circulate about Ingolhardt the wolf. It seems he is always careful not to harm any human being nor any domestic stock.
It's a very thoughtful wolf.
In fact, he even does some good for the villagers. He scares away bandits and he keeps the renegade wolf at bay. No more children are lost to the fangs of the night. Engelhardt's kindness shines through even the dire nature of his curse. Hildegunda, meanwhile, still loves Engelhardt as much as ever, whatever curse he might be under, and whatever acts that curse might force him to commit. When she hears of Engelhardt's successful mastery of the curse, she dedicates herself to him forever. Hildegunda tells the Baron that she will never renounce Engelhardt. The Baron's plan having collapsed before him, having given Engelhardt dignity rather than removed it, he flies into a rage. He tells Hildegunda that he will marry her anyway, and on the morrow at that. She will become his wife or her parents' life will be forfeit.
Ah, once again, a reasonable chap. Okay, what happens next, Ma?
Act 3. The final act begins with the wedding feast for Hildegunda and the Baron. Hildegunda has cooperated due to her fear for her parents' lives, but now that the service is over, she is horrified to find herself that Baron's wife, and is mourning her final separation from Engelhardt. After her poignant opening aria, the Baron approaches her and tries to draw her back to the party. He calls for the entertainment, hoping to cheer her up. In strides a traveling show of minstrels. They wear comic costumes and full face paint and immediately proceed to play and juggle for the crowd. One of them, a mime with a tragic frown painted on his face, seems to want to hover near and amuse the bride. She keeps brushing him off, clearly depressed and tearful, and he does his best to make her laugh. After the amusing antics of the minstrel's first song, the tone changes and the minstrel's music grows dark and theatrical.
Yeesh.
The Baron protests, preferring the comedy, but he's reassured by Hildegunda's father. The minstrels gather in a circle around the
I
frowning
ordered
minstrel.
a comedy.
They whirl around
Stop
him, and he slowly
performing so
sinks
sadly,
in thought.
damn you.
The music grows more frantic. Suddenly, the minstrels burst apart like petals, and standing in the center of the room is a wolf. The villagers scream, but Hildegunda cries out that it is Engelhardt. The wolf does not attack the crowd. It only lifts its head and begins to howl. The Baron screams at the wolf to stop, and he screams at the villagers to kill the wolf, but they only stare in horror. The Baron pulls his hair and gnashes his teeth. He rises and makes it to the center of the banquet hall, where he falls down in a heap of wedding silk. What emerges from the silk is another wolf. Engelhart has revealed the Baron's terrible secret for all to see. He was the renegade wolf that had terrorized the village. The Baron wolf escapes from the hall through the main archway. Engelhart leaps after him.
Engelhart! You'll never get away with this. I would have gotten away with this if it weren't for those meddling wolves.
The villagers rally in a cry of horror and fury. One of the men grabs an axe from the wall and entreats the others to follow. They will stalk and kill the murderous wolf. The villagers storm through the archway. Hildegunda follows. The final scene takes place in the woods outside the village. The villagers hunt the two wolves. They follow the wolf tracks, singing of the apparent ferocity of the battle between the two wolves. Hildegunda answers the men's excitement with her own fear for Engelhart's life. The crowd emerges into a clearing. There, the two wolves are engaged in a final deadly embrace. As they watch, Engelhart triumphs and the Baron wolf sinks to the ground and dies. Unfortunately, Engelhart is mortally wounded.
No!
His curse has been broken by the Baron's death, but it is too late.
Damn you, Baron!
Hildegunda sings her love to him, while the villagers pronounce him a great hero. Engelhart dies, and all mourn in a sorrowful final aria.
Damn. Alright, well. That was a little bit woeful. What Wizard says, so, why is there a big section where Grace just reads a giant play? Well, What Wizard? The thing that's happening is that we found the 3 acts of Wagner's last opera, and in attendance at this opera is the Baron von Glauer. And so it's a little bit of like what we might call narrative foreshadowing, because the relationship between the wolf or the Baron in this play and the blacksmith assistant, or the blacksmith in this play and his assistant guy, their relationship is kind of like the relationship between von Glauer and Gabriel. And so we can assume that maybe the ending of this game will, in some ways at least, reflect the ending of the opera.
Der Fluch des Engelhart by Richard Wagner, conducted by Herr Klaus Immerding and Herr Georg Immerding. I can't believe we've pulled it off.
All right. Well. Lots of places to go here, huh? And lots of places to go here. And lots of things to interact with in here. Oh boy. All right.
Old playbills and schedules.
Sweet, man.
A seating chart. This might be useful.
Why? Do we get to see where, or do we get to choose where von Glauer sits? Because that could be useful. Okay. Let's look at the seating chart.
It's a seating chart for the theater.
I realize that. Okay.
Here's that list I made.
Oh, good. Thank you for making a list so that I... Hopefully this is a list that tells me what I need to do in this section. Alright, to-do list.
I made this list of things to do.
If only I could read your handwriting. Safe in Rittersburg, my night of opera, warn HI about possible distraction, wait until the last minute, figure out where to seat von Glauer, and someone else. Inform Usher of seating plans, get up something spotlight on VG, von Glauer, use it myself. Okay, so I need to put a spotlight on von Glauer at some point. Find a way to trap von Glauer in seat. Set up MTG with someone at theater. Make something, something, something. Okay, well, that's clear as mud. Let's look at these binocular thingies. All right. Oh, I didn't realize that Gabe was in here.
How do you feel?
Like someone's put broken glass in my brain.
I thought we'd have you back in Rittersburg by now. The Smiths are waiting for you there.
It's okay. Just stick me in a room somewhere. Are we ready for the test?
I'll check.
Could you see about some heat, Gracie? I'm really freezing in here. Are you cold?
Sure. It's cold. I'll see what I can do.
Good. You do that.
All right, Gabe. Should I talk to you again?
I should let him rest. While
All
I
right.
still can.
Okay, well, let's get down to business, I guess. I'm gonna get out of here.
We have 1 hour, people. Herr Emmerding. Herr Emmerding.
Yes, Mr. Costello?
Herr Emmerding, I must again protest about my lack of vocalization in Act 3. I have not a single note until the transformation hour.
How many times do we have to go over this? You are disguised as a silent minstrel.
I know that. But an hour, sung to the audience, off to one side, would be very effective. Hildegard has one.
Yes, why don't we
The
just
audience
insert
is not
that an
supposed to
hour
know
before
it's you
showtime?
Until the transformation into a wolf. It's a surprise. You know, surprise.
I realize that's the way it's written. I simply disagree with its effectiveness.
It's weird that they're discussing this in English.
It's time to get ready, Georg.
You go. I want to go over this one more time.
Hello, Georg. How are you doing?
Georg, I need you to promise me something.
What?
There may be some distractions tonight in the audience in Act 3. I need you to keep playing no matter what.
What distractions? What are you saying?
Don't get upset. It's just, well, it is opening night. The audience might be a bit rowdy, you know?
Are you serious?
But we have extra security lined up, so if anything were to happen, it would be taken care of. So just, you know, keep playing.
Grace, I do not even want to know what you are talking about. This is a brand new Wagner opera. I am not going to stop the performance, even if Wagner himself comes floating out on stage.
Great. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Georg is skeptical. Alright, what else can we do here? So, Georg...
I'm nervous enough. Thank God it's not me on that stage tonight.
How about this guy?
Herr Silbermeyer, I know you're working as fast as you can, but we're opening in less than an hour. I really need to run through some music once you're done.
Why music? They will not fall down.
I'm sure they won't, but, look, you told me they'd be done by noon.
You are lucky that we could even make them in so little time. And then we drive them here special this morning.
I know that. I know. You've been great. It's just... Is everything at least going according to the diagram?
We make it work.
What do you mean we make it work?
This diagram is not so good. We make changes, yeah?
Oh my God. Look, there weren't supposed to be changes. I told you to follow the diagram exactly.
Maybe in 1945 we followed diagram exactly. But today, we make changes.
What are you saying?
These measurements are not the same as today. Now, if we make the chandeliers the same distance from each other, just as marked, but the distance from chandeliers to the walls, no, not the same.
Why aren't the measurements the same? This is the Wittelbacher Theater, isn't it?
Yeah, but not the same Wittelsbacher Theater. The bombs hit the first one. This one is very
yes.
close, but smaller.
But everything looks so old.
Now, they take the art and the wood and save it. Remake theater later, after the war.
Nice job doing your
course.
research, Grace.
Of course, how could I be so stupid? I'm a history major.
It's okay. Chandeliers work good. Same distance from each other, but just not two walls.
Yes. I'm sure you've done your best. Thank you.
What Wizard says, the audience might be rowdy in about Act 1, Scene 3, but don't worry about it. And a Space Stand says, sad trombone. Alright, let's see. Seating diagram. I think we still have a seating diagram, right? Seating, or not the seating diagram, the chandelier diagram? I don't know. Whatever it is, let's take a look at it.
Wagner's layout of the theater. The old Wittelsbacher Theater. I suppose that large X had something to do with the seating arrangements. It's in a nice line from the chandeliers.
Okay. Well, let's look at the seating arrangements. Was it this?
The large X on Wagner's diagram is in an area called the Mittelloge on the seating chart. I'd better check it out.
Check out the middle loge, huh? Right, I will look for the middle loge. the middle loge up here. This is backstage.
The dressing rooms are back there. They're probably a madhouse right now.
Alright, where is the middle loge? This looks ominous. Alright, let's check up here. The middle loge. Is this the middle loge?
This is definitely the Mythologe.
Okay.
According to Wagner, von Glauer gets seated here. Lieber too. Now I just need to find a way to block the doors.
These seats look comfortable. We're isolated from other seats in here. That's good. We're isolated from other seats in here. That's good.
Okay. So to block the door. Spotlight room.
Looks like I found a spotlight, and one that's not often used by the look of it.
Okay, so one of the things I was supposed to do was set something up so that a spotlight shines on von Glauer at some point, I guess.
There's the hot seat.
Okay.
I could shine the spotlight just about anywhere if I wanted to.
Okay. Okay, so it's this here, right?
Perfect.
All right. Great. So, side hallway. So what do we want to do now? Ooh, there's an usher man here now.
He's Paul, the head usher.
Maybe if I show him the seating chart and make sure that von Glauer is in the right place.
Paul,
Yeah.
you're going to see 2 special invitations tonight. One is addressed to a man named Baron von Glauer, the other is Kommissar Lieber. Both will be seated in the Mittelloge. I have it marked here.
No problem.
Oh, and when Kommissar Lieber arrives, please find me. I need to speak with him before he's seated.
Yes, Frau Nakamura.
All right. Good old Paul. Okay, I want to be back here. Cool. So what do I need to do here? Let's look at our list again. Grace's to-do list. Opera, possible wait in the last minute. Seat. Okay. Not sure.
That rope might come in handy.
Oops.
Nice work, Grace. These clowns didn't even say anything about it. Oh well. Alright, well, cool, I have a rope. What's down here? Another creepy basement.
Lots of drains around here. At least they don't have to worry about flooding.
I have a key. Alright.
Not much in here.
Except for keys. Alright, I think I should probably save my game, just in case bad things are about to happen.
Lots of drains around here. At least they don't have to worry about flooding.
I can get lost in here pretty easily. Okay, so...
If I can't get Gabriel back to Rittersburg before tonight, this room might do the trick. But I need to be able to lock it.
I have keys.
Looks like an old set piece. A lot of theater junk.
Yeah. Well, I guess you never know when you might need a private sign.
A lot of theater junk. A lot of theater junk.
Right. So can I lock this door with these keys? Probably. There we go. Okay, so what now? Stairs. Some kind of furnace. Grace, why are you shoveling coal into the furnace? Alright, I don't really know, but I guess I'm supposed to turn this furnace on?
The pilot is already lit.
Okay. Is it supposed to be, like, hot?
There we go.
Okay, I guess I lit a furnace.
Excuse me, Frau Nakimura.
Yes.
It's time to open the doors.
So soon? We're not ready.
The performance starts in 15 minutes. The people have been waiting outside for over an hour.
All right, just give me 5 minutes, okay?
Okay. The doors will open in 5 minutes.
Alright, so what do I need to do? I need to talk to Gabe. Let me save my game. I'm going to talk to Gabe. Tell him to lock himself in that room. He's in here, right?
Gabriel, we have to move you now.
Sorry. Is it time for the test?
No, we don't have time. I found a safe place for you downstairs. You'll be all right there.
But the test?
It's too late to change anything now, even if we could test it. Come on.
Does it work?
Plug your ears and you probably won't feel a thing.
Yeah, I still wish we tested it. We're not going to get another shot, Gracie.
Just rest. I'll see you later. Gabriel,
What?
I have to tell you something. I screwed up.
What are you talking about, Gracie?
The chandelier foreman had to change the measurements. It's the theater. It's not the same Whittlebauer theater. It's been rebuilt, and this one is smaller. I'm not sure the crystals will work.
I can't believe you did this. God damn you, Gracie! You did it on purpose, didn't you?
Gabriel!
Open the door! Open the goddamn door!
No.
You open the door this minute. If you can't manage a simple goddamn fucking diagram, I'll take care of things myself! Myself, do you hear me? Open it!
I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can.
Gracie! Gracie!
Oh boy. Alright, What Wizard said, or Panda Space Dan says, wow, where, wolf? What Wizard says, looks like Gabe was bit by a jerk wolf. A were jerk. Panda Space Dan says, it looks like he was bitten by teen dropout wolf, or abusive teen boyfriend wolf. I guess so. Okay, so what now? What, do I go up to the, like, spotlight?
I can't go wandering all over the theater dressed like this.
Oh. Okay, so what? I go to the office?
Come in.
Kommissar Lieber, at your service.
I'm one of the show's producers, Herr Lieber. Thank you so much for helping us out this evening. You came with another officer, and you came armed. Is that correct?
Just as the invitation specified. But why did you ask me? The Ordnungspolizei usually supply extra security.
One of our producers is a fan of yours. We needed the extra security, and he wanted to make sure you got good seats for tonight's performance.
Oh, they are very good seats, very generous. But is there some specific trouble you're expecting this evening?
Believe me when I say that nothing at all will probably happen.
I hope you're all right. I would like to meet this van after the performance.
I hope that will be possible, Kommissar. Thank you again.
If he's not
My
a wolf,
pleasure.
you can meet him. All right. So let's go back to the spotlight.
Von Glauer should be in there by now, but I can't see much from here.
Good thing we have these opera classes.
So that's Von Glauer. It looks like he's clueless about the trap. Now I just need to make sure he doesn't get out.
Okay. So how do we make sure he doesn't get out? We need to block the door. A rope should do it.
That's hardly subtle.
Okay, so do I have to hide it? I do have this privet banner. There we go, that works.
Now it's up to Wagner.
Act 2. Okay, we're Gabe again, I guess. Ooh, so I can go through this vent? Do I have a Phillips head screwdriver in my inventory? No, but I have a Ritter dagger. And the space dance says, "Aha, Grace, you fool! You never thought of the vent!" No, she did not. She underestimated Gabe. And a space dance says, "The Ritter dagger of Ammon-Ra." Dear God, I hope not. Alright, so we've escaped from the dungeon place. I guess that thing's not going back on, Gabe. Alright, so where do we want to go here? Ah, backstage, are we?
Wonder if this pulley's being used for anything. Now, hell, who cares? Wonder if this pulley's being used for anything. Now, hell, who cares? Wonder if this pulley's... Now, hell. Wonder if this pulley... Now, hell. Now, hell. That roll of tape might be useful.
I can barely see that roll of tape.
Oops.
Alright. Let's check out the dressing room.
Englehart's minstrel costume.
Did I just take the minstrel costume? Yes, Gabe. Change into Englehart's minstrel costume. Wonderful. Now let's get powdered up for the show. Alright, Gabe. Gabe's gotta powder up the mirror, I guess. Local novelist disappears. Strange circumstances leave authorities baffled. And events that could have come straight from one of his own books, mystery novelist sensation Gabriel Knight has become an enigma himself. Spokespersons in Germany... I didn't get to finish reading it. Alright, let's try that again. So I need to hide, right?
No point in putting on makeup with these jeans.
Oh, I forgot to put my costume on first. And a Space Dan says, goofy costume, check. Powdered mirror, check.
These look like costumes for the male lead in
Let's put on our costume. Panda Space Dan says, why does he need to powder the mirror? I think it's so that, you can sneak up on that guy without him seeing you. Alright, hide, hide, hide. Here. Here he comes. Okay, so he didn't clean it off completely. I can still sneak up on him. I'm gonna need to tie him up, right? Good thing I have this roll of tape.
Sorry, bud. We're just one Englehart too many.
Act 3.
An das Leuchten der Sonne kann euch nicht hören, nur eure Gatte kann euch alles geben, was ihr braucht. Und eure Gäste brauchen das Strahlen eures Lächelns mehr als ihr den Mond. Kommt!
Wo ist die Musik? Wo ist die Unterhaltung?
Bringt die Sänger!
Die Sänger! Die Sänger! Es ist eine Freude!
Schaut, wie sie spielen, nur für euch und immerfort. Seht nur den Dicken und auch den Dummen dort.
Great, Gabe.
Es ist eine Freude!
Der Dumme, ich hab ihn nie zuvor gesehen.
Ihr zu ihrem Vorteil, noch niemals lachte ich mehr.
Doch schaut bekannt aus, aber nicht so fröhlich.
Ihr habt keinen Sinn für Humor, wenn ihr so denkt.
Es ist eine Freude!
Hört auf eure Mutter, ihr seid doch kein Mastkalb, spielt nicht den Märtyrer laut, laut.
Es ist eine Freude!
Nicht zu verstehen, ich vermag. Es ist doch mein Hochzeitstag.
Der Jäger, er beschleicht sein Opfer. Es ist nur ein Scherz, Baron.
Ich hoffe, Sie fangen den Dummen.
Euer Witz ist so stumpf, wie eure Schwerter Schmied.
Der beschleicht sein Opfer!
Getting a little hot under the collar there, Von Glauer. Panda Space Dan says, this is a really long opera scene. It's amazing. Yeah, it's kind of great.
Das ist nicht komisch, haltet sofort ein.
Ich bin doch schon gut, mein Gott!
Alright, so this is the climactic moment of the game, I believe, where I think the goal is to try to trap Von Glauer, like lead Von Glauer into the furnace or something. What, Wizard says? Wow, I guess this is where they spent most of the budget for this game. Yeah, I guess so. And then he turned into Alf. Where, Alf? Panda Space Dan says, huh, hey everybody. What, Wizard says? Oh no, the return of bad CGI wolf. Panda Space Dan says, that wolf is pretty on pitch. Gabe should just give up his career as a writer and be an opera wolf. Man, an opera wolf would be really rad. I would definitely pay good money to see an opera wolf, a wolf sing opera. What, Wizard says, trap that Glauer. Will do, What, Wizard, will do. Okay, so what do we do here? Smell. Okay. So, what's that red dot and where am I? I'm guessing that red dot is Von Glauer? Or maybe the red dot is Lever. Okay. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Alright. Smell. He's here. I think we're here. Okay, now he's there. Ooh, we can close doors. Okay. Great. So there's a closed door there now. Let's close this door. Okay. So... Where's the lever? Okay. Okay, that didn't work out. Okay. So this is a puzzle. Let's try again. Okay, so where are you, Lever? There you are. Okay, so we need to trap you in the furnace. Let's go. No! Oh, man. What Wizard says, tune in next time for Wolf Gabe gets shot by a fat man over and over. Panda Space Dan says, I think you trapped yourself in. I think you're right. Right. I trap myself in when I want to trap the other dude. That is exactly right. It's just a little bit tricky. But, you know, we'll try it again. shoot. He's here. I am here. Okay, where's the furnace room? There. Okay. Let's close this door. Why can't I close the door? There. Let's go this way. Oh no, okay. Let's go forward again. Go right, forward. Forward again. Check where he is. Okay, he's there. Okay, so what do I want to do? Maybe I can go up. Turn left. Close this door. Okay, so now he's there. Good, okay, so I want to close this other door, I think. Because I think I want to get him to that bottom right corner. Okay, so... okay. So what I need to do is I need to go right, forward, close the door. Come on, Lever, why aren't you moving? Okay. So, Lever is still there, which is really annoying. That's okay. Alright, Lever. When are you gonna move from that spot? Do I need to get closer to you? Oh no. Oh shoot, I think I've screwed myself. Because Lever is trapped. I've trapped Lever. But he can't. Oh man, okay. Alright, so that was not the right thing. I might need to actually restore my game. Won't even let me go through there. Okay, I'm gonna restore my game, because I think I screwed up. just trap myself in. Okay. That didn't work out so well. Okay. Okay. Can't go through there. Can't go through there. I wonder why not. If I close the store, I'm trapped, so I don't want to do that. Okay, I think I might have messed up again. What Wizard says, I love it when adventure games have really tense music over the final puzzle, because you inventively end up listening to it for way too long and it loses all meaning. Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay, I'm going to seek help, I think, from the internet. Because this is bedeviling me right now. All right. Okay, so it sounds like I was correct. You are trying to corner Von Glauer into the furnace room. The red dot is Von Glauer. If you trap yourself in a room, which I've done a few times, then Lever shoots you. So you want to try not to trap yourself in a room. Okay, so alternatively, the other thing that can happen is Von Glauer can escape, which you want to avoid. Which happens when he goes out of that exit-looking thing. Okay, so sniff, sniff. Here. So let's go forward. I think we're going to want to close this door, right? Sniff, sniff. Door's closed. Shoot. Okay. So I think if I go here and then close this door, okay, so now I've done that, and then if I turn right and go forward, close this door, then he can't get out. I've effectively trapped him into the basement. Yeah. Okay, good. So now what? If I block this off, then that's probably a good step to leading him to the furnace. Okay, good. I have a nice little pathway to the furnace now. Okay. So think I'm gonna make a separate save here, because I have a nice little pathway, the furnace. I just need to get on the other side of Von Glauer. Okay, so Von Glauer is just sitting there. He's really freaking annoying. So what if I close this door? Go in here. Turn right. Go this way. Okay, so now I can chase him in the furnace room, right? Because I'm on the other side of him. Oh no. He's going back this way. Okay, so effectively I'm just chasing him in a giant circle. So let's go right through here. And I want to close the door behind me if I can. Okay. So now... Okay. Let's go right again. And now I can chase him this way. Okay, good. He's going. I have him cornered. We're heading into the furnace room.
The black one! Shoot the black one!
Stand back!
Okay, I can't save. So what do I do here? I want to open the furnace, right? Oops. Alright. Let's try that again. Panda Space Dance says, haha, wolf hints. Yep.
I can't attack him by myself.
Okay, so I think I need to switch back to Gabe now. And then push him in as he's jumping into the furnace, right? Gabe. No! Okay. So, right idea, bad timing. Gabe. Okay, I waited a little too long. Okay, let's do that again. Oh my, okay. Alright. Grace. Okay, open the furnace. And Gabe. And a space stand says, yay! Okay, so I clicked a little too early, I think. Okay, too early again. And a space stand says, ridiculously picky QuickTime events. Yeah, that seems like what it is. Okay. Alright, let's try one more time, and if I don't get it this time, I'm going to consult the interwebs. Too early. Okay. Panda Space Stand says, I think wait until he's fully in front of the flames. Yeah, I'm watching a video right now. It looks like you maybe click on him when, like, his head, like, because if you wait too long, it just cuts away from it and doesn't let you do anything. But it looks like when the Black Wolf's, like, head and neck and a little bit of his torso are fully in front of the flames, then you want to click him. So let's try that. Shoot. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. No, too early. Panda Space Dan says, wow, this is really kind of a poor design choice. I would agree with you. This is kind of brought the game to a dead halt for me. That's okay, we'll get through it. We always do. A little too early, I guess. How can it be so finicky? It's kind of weird. Like, I feel like it should be a lot more generous. Just give the player, like, once they figured out that you need to push them to the furnace, just give the player the satisfaction of doing that thing, instead of having to have, like, absolute perfect timing. I waited too long that time. thought I was so clever in finally trapping him into the furnace room. I was, but I'm getting held up here now. Well, Wizard says generous, a Sierra game? Okay, fair point. Okay. Too early again. Gabe. Wait for it. Well, Wizard says you must be thinking about one of those other adventure game developers. Yeah. Man, but they were doing so well up until this point. Like, this is like that part in Gabe 1 where you're inside the tomb or whatever. Those stupid mummy zombie things. Except this is even more tedious. Well, maybe not, but it's bad. Okay. Waited too long. Okay. I'm gonna consult the internet again. Okay, everything's telling me the same thing. So I know I'm doing it right. It's just a matter of getting the timing. Okay. Man, how did they screw this up so badly? Ugh.
It's already open.
Just let me do it, Sierra, please. I'm begging you. I know what I'm trying to do. You've just made it impossible. Video game, you had me. I was so happy with you until this moment. And now I'm just really bummed. Because
it's already open.
What was once a well-written and smartly designed game has now gotten me very frustrated, and in its final moments, too. There's nothing this bad in the game before this. Just absolutely nothing. This god-awful. I mean, yeah, there's a few illogical puzzles and a few weird leaps you need to make, but this is like King's Quest 3 level bad. Okay, maybe I'm overstating it a little bit, but it's bad. It's really bad. It's like we're back in the 80s suddenly. Tex Murphy didn't even have anything this bad in it. There's no step or trick that I'm missing. It's just a matter of clicking at the exact right moment. Just cannot. Okay. So I think I'm gonna try this one more time, and I'm gonna see if I can find another internet source that might be able to help me. No. Alright. Alright. Alright, I am looking at a video that will hopefully show me exactly where and when to click. So What Wizard says, I think try to shoot him before he jumps in front of the furnace or before he reaches it. Well, I'm not the guy with the gun. I'm the other wolf. So I'm trying to push him into the furnace. And if I do it before he reaches the furnace, I just hit my head against it. And if I wait too long, then I miss my chance, and then the guy with the gun shoots me. Okay, so he clicks this video, and this video, let's see. Where precisely does he click? He clicks like on the wolf's head? No. Wait a second. Okay. Just watching this video again. Okay, so like he clicks when the wolf is off the ground and its body is fully stretched out. Yeah, that's what Wizard is saying as well. So, just point of reference. All right, I'm gonna try it again. Maybe I'll get it this time, maybe not. We'll see. Thank you for your assistance, What Wizard? Let's see. Alright, so Grace. Open the furnace. Wolf. And we wait. Yes!
Go! Don't shoot! Let him go! Let him go.
Okay. So I kind of think that maybe I was clicking on the furnace too much instead of the wolf. I don't know. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to explain how I did that, but whatever, I did it, so. Foreshadowing things to come for Mr. Von Glauer. What Wizard and Panda Space Dan are posting a bunch of cute dog
I'm going back to
emoticons.
school soon. It's all arranged.
Don't do that.
You didn't even want me on this case.
It came up so quickly.
Give me a break.
Fine, I wanted you safe in America, so sue me. It won't happen again. It won't.
What was Von Glauer really like?
I liked him. Haven't you ever wished you could just follow your instincts? Live for the moment?
Yes.
That was Von Glauer.
Von Glauer was that pit of bodies. Ludwig's suicide. There's always a price, Gabriel. Don't you know that by now?
I made my choice, Gracie.
So you did. Do you know why?
I guess when it comes right down to where the buck stops, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like that, Gracie.
They won't stop testing you, you know.
It'll get easier, though. Don't you think, Gracie? Don't you think?
That was Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within. What Wizard says, so did Von killing Glauer make Gabe not a wolf, or is he a werewolf in the sequel? No, Glauer was the alpha wolf, so killing him cured Gabriel of his werewolfery. Wow, so that was pretty crazy. Cool game. Think definitely a classic, and one that is unfairly overlooked, in part because it is stylistically so different from the first Gabriel Knight game. and in particular, it uses full motion video, which kind of fell out of favor because of its corniness in some cases and some poor design choices. In terms of the interface, I'm looking at you, Tex Murphy, under Killing Moon. But in this one, it was very much kind of a classic point-and-click adventure game when you really came down to it. And I liked that. It did have a really annoying Sierra moment in the last scene in the furnace room. Panda Space Dan says, man, that last scene was really a bummer. The one in the furnace room, that is. What Wizard says, Gabriel Knight 2, The Feast Within. Boo. Yeah, so the furnace room place was a bummer. Furnace room scene, really, really bad example of quick time event. The puzzle where you need to like trap Van Glauer into going into the furnace room was kind of cool, even though it did take me a little while to get the hang of it. That was kind of a neat puzzle. I like kind of that spatial sort of thing. Puzzles that kind of rely a little bit on using some spatial reasoning. But yeah, the furnace one was just untenable. It was absolutely horrible, awful. But you know, you get one of those in every Sierra game, and unfortunately in this one it came at the very end. Kind of leaves a sour taste in your mouth. I guess unless you're lucky enough to time it well within the first couple times. Whew. Anyways, that was Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within. I enjoyed it a lot, despite the ending quick time event. And if you enjoyed watching me play it and you want to try it out for yourself at some point, it is available at Good Old Games, GOG.com, GOG.com. As is the first Gabriel Knight game and the third Gabriel Knight game. Next, I will be playing either, well, we'll see. I'm thinking either Full Throttle or Phantasmagoria. I might start with Full Throttle just because Full Throttle is a relatively short game, whereas I think Phantasmagoria is pretty long. But because we are entering into the month of October, I would like to play a spooky game. I guess this was also kind of a spooky game, but Phantasmagoria, known to be very interesting. I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about there. So be sure to join in with me tomorrow. Actually, I am not going to be streaming tomorrow. Be sure to join in with me on Monday for either Phantasmagoria or Full Throttle. Both games that I think you'll really enjoy watching. So, until then, may the wolf be with you.